Okay, welcome back. Episode 2. I'm not sure what the title of this video is going to be just yet, but we are back with The Last Caretaker. Let's go ahead and get into the game here. Where we left off in the last video, we started over there and spent way too much time at our starting island. Really just exploring everything that island had to offer. We then set sail, came to this first island here. Kind of got caught up in a storm over here, just to recap all those landmines there. This is kind of what we're working with. So we built, at the very end of the last video, we built these 4 solar panels here to give us some power on the boat. Still not really sure how to read the power properly. I think we'll figure that out with time. Right now we're at 1.5 out of 6, 25%. It's also dark, so I don't think we're getting any power either way. But our goal for this video, craft some more stuff, learn a little bit more crafting augments, I guess. Make our way to Navigation Beacon 49 on Sanctuary Dock 37, which is right over there. And hopefully don't blow our ship up with any of these landmines. So that's kind of where we stopped. This island didn't have a ton on it. But I think for the time being, we got enough materials to be comfortable, at least. We also realized this is the map. So this is our map, and it's ginormous. I think I scrolled a little bit last time. It goes to 1,800 on this right side here. Probably more. So, it's going to take us quite a while to explore all this. But if I'm reading this right, the sun should be coming up soon, so I think it might be okay for us to set sail now. And it's raining. Okay. I don't know if we want to travel in the rain. I don't want the, I don't know. I need to be able to see the landmines because there's quite a few out there behind me. So, I want to make sure that we are doing our due diligence and not setting sail in when it's raining. I am curious. I want to know if these can give me power. Will these... I don't know. I think these are giving power, but they're very, very, very minimal. So we'll use one of these instead. I think, can we use... This might be a mistake. Okay. Because we don't have a ton of power left on the ship. 1.1 out of 6, and I don't think we have enough. We might have enough to make it over there. I don't know how much power that's going to take. Also not sure if I just lowered or raised the anchor, so let's see. Okay, so we did in fact raise it. Let's sail to the island over here. We got all the mats from this island here. We didn't use... Actually, we did use everything, but we didn't find anything else that was super significant there. So we're just going to try to get over to this island without losing power on the boat. I think we just hit something in the water. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. I'm just going to let it go. We'll get past it. Now, if this is the first video you're watching, I would suggest going back to watch the first one. It's not very electric by any means. There's definitely, we spent a lot of time on the starter island there. Shark is kind of worrying me a little bit. Hey, Sharky. I'm wondering if these solar panels are getting enough light now. Hopefully. But the first video, we spent a lot of time on the first island looking for materials, learning some crafting augments, things like that. And we used them to craft the solar panels that hopefully are giving us... We're almost out of power completely. It's not ideal. So hopefully we can get here and recharge somehow. Maybe craft some wind turbines, put them on the top. But if you are watching this first video, these are about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Kind of where I want to leave them, just so that they're not super long, but they're also just long enough. Is that a submarine out there? I can't tell what that is. It looks like a submarine of some sort. Or maybe an underwater or something. But we desperately need to make it to this island because we are running a little low on our power. And I don't think there's anything else that we can do to craft or create more power outside of what we have.
The beacon is here, silent and dark. The systems here sleep without power, and without their signal, we drift aimlessly. Bring back the power, and awaken the beacon's voice to guide us forward.
Okay, so we need to activate the power and bring back its voice. So let's see if we can get a nice entry here without hitting the landmine over there and without hitting the front of the boat. Let's see if we can park this thing. I think we just hit the front. Now the nice thing is about this mooring is I can park it here. So what I can do, so we can stop this here. I can get out and we can jump across here. Take this and put it right there. Should bring my boat closer. There we go. Put that on right here. Perfect. Let's just go make sure that the boat's off because we're kind of running power here. Yep. We don't need to be running any of that stuff. And maybe this will let it charge too a little bit. That might be good, but we're almost out of power. So we're going to need to craft some stuff. So we might be on this island for a little bit. Maybe using some of the power from those solar panels there. We're going to take these. We have our little storage area down here for the diesel. We also have these that we can pull power from for the ship. So I guess we're actually we're probably fine. Realistically, we will definitely be breaking all of these materials down, and I also think we leveled up just now, so we can use that to learn some more crafting augments and hopefully get some solar flares or solar wind turbines or something going up there. I did see some of these. There we go. Very effective against the little robots. Very effective. Not as much against the slime. But very effective against the robots. Which is good. That's what we need. Yeah, we love that. Awesome. Okay, so this is also a pretty important piece here. This will go to our engine. It's a part of the engine that we can use. I think it will allow us to have more diesel fuel, maybe. I'm not sure, but we will take that to the bottom and plug that in as well. Because there was a few on there on the starting island, and we took what was there, but we stopped at 2. Let's see if we can get up here and oh, these creepy crawlies out of here. Take this down. Perfect. Take this. Take that. That. I think those will be good. We are a little over encumbered, which is a problem we ran into on the starting island. Because we kind of took everything that we had. So, I'm going to go drop some of this stuff in the front here. This is where we've kind of stored some extra materials that we have. So, I'm going to kind of start splitting these up. So that we have some more space. So that's a good amount of mats there. We're still at 84%. So what is taking up the majority of our... Okay. Probably these batteries. Add to holster. Okay, I didn't know I could holster those. That's pretty cool. They're still on my person, though, so I think they're still going to take up weight, I would assume. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. 67%. I wonder if we can just go break some of this stuff down and just leave them in this area here. Let me see if this is possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just go and break this down. And we will just leave the materials down there. Because I don't think we have a chest or anything that we can put stuff in just yet. Unless that's something that we can maybe learn or get an augment for. I will check after I throw all these little brackets in here. Perfect. I don't know. I'm going to leave that. I think I'll just leave that there. We will continue to throw this stuff into the refiner here. And get these materials. Oh, I think I missed. I did. There we go. We need these batteries, so I'm not gonna donate those. And this thing looks cool, so I'm gonna just put this here. And we can just kind of stack these. How far back does that go there? That's quite a bit. We'll just kind of stack these all around so that we can see what materials that we have. Kind of make it look uniform of some sort. It's back there. These can go here. Kind of want to keep them all in the same place. So we'll put this there. This can go here. This can go here. These can go on top of those, maybe. Nice. One more. I feel like I'm stacking cards, playing like Jenga. There we go. This. Drop that there. I don't know what this stuff is. I think we can just throw these in there. Okay. So those are not going to move. So we'll just leave these in the corner because I don't know what exactly these are for. This looks like a somewhat of an important item, so I'm gonna leave this here. Okay, let's go get this cell right here so we can put this into our diesel area. And we'll see what it upgrades. Also gonna be some stuff in here, I'm sure. Looks like some metal. That's good. We're gonna need that. And we'll get inside here in a second. Now see, this is what I'm wondering if we can where are these guys coming from? Not really sure where they're coming from. I wonder if we can repair these and use it to get our ship up and running. Or at least back up to somewhat of full power. But we'll go throw this in. This diesel engine cylinder booster. Again, I don't know if this intakes more diesel or what it does, but now we have 3. So that's good. These solar panels should be running now. Let's see. 1.3. Okay, so they're charging... When the boat's off, they charge... They're pretty slow, but they do get the job done, so that's good to know. Let's go to skills, and let's see what we can learn here, because I think... I think these are going to be important. Okay, let's see. So, we need... I'm not sure... How far down does this go? Nebula. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so for the time being, this is also a generator, so I'm gonna absolutely get that. And this stores electricity. So we're gonna craft one of these. We're going to try and max out our diesel engine cylinder as well as our battery cylinders so that we can try to get as much use from the boat as possible. And we might do a light, I don't know. But here is our storage container, so the Durapack. So that's what we can put all the materials in. So we will probably put one out here. But for right now, I think we'll just leave that alone. And we'll look and see what's in here. Just some more barrels that we will be breaking down. Some mats. Love that. Throw these here. I feel like those mines are getting closer. I don't know if they move or if they're tethered, but they look like they might be getting closer. Unless I'm just paranoid. When we got here, I feel like that mine was out there, and now I feel like it's here. And I don't know what happens if that touches my ship. Same with that one. That one looks closer. So we hear an explosion. I'm gonna hope it's not my ship sinking. And I don't know what happens if your ship does start to sink. I don't really want to find out. But, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna stay there. Great throw. Tires. Get as much stuff down there as possible because we're gonna break all this down so we can get the materials. Okay, that one's gonna come back here. It's another barrel. I feel like it's definitely getting closer. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do about that either. Are we supposed to shoot them? Or leave them? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. There's metal in here. That's good. We can take that. Let's get inside of this place. Let's see if we can... Okay, so this doesn't look like it's long enough to... Okay, so there's some slime. A little power station for us to heal. That's good. And we need to somehow get this place some power. But I'm going to assume that we are going to need a connector to make that happen. So let's see if we can craft one of these. We sure can. Okay. Because this is not going to reach... Oh, it is. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. So we got the lights on. That will take in a second. I don't know how that can hurt me through there. It's like if we use these, can we use these? Okay. Cool. So they're like stems in a way. Just to help us Oh, I see. So it's dark now, so we're not going to get any power from those. Now what we do need to do though is go charge our little zapper here. Wow, it gets really dark. Wish you could sleep through the night. That would be kind of ideal. Okay, so let's pull this out. We're going to connect this to the pistol so we can charge it up a little bit. Get it to 100. And then we'll go back over there and we'll explore the inside of that building. If we can get inside, might have to wait until it's day so we can get enough power going through it. Okay, so we're at 100% here. We're good on that. So let's take this out. Let's drop that there. And let's go double check on our, let's go check on our power. I want to see how much power we got generated. So we're at 1.3. So I think one of those other cells is probably going to be a big thing for us to craft. Because 1.3 seems like the max. With only 2 of these here, I think if we max this out and we max this out, we should be able to hold a little bit more power. So let's go see what we need to do to craft really quick while it's night, because I don't know if there's a whole lot we can do right now. So we would need, this is probably going to be the most important thing right now because actually we can connect that, so that's not that important. What we could get is a Durapack for storage. I feel like that's going to be pretty big. And we can put some of that stuff and the materials there right next to the refiner. So plastic is going to be our big kind of thing that we're going to need now. And of course we have no plastic. You know what does give us plastic though? These tires that we have here. You might say, Coop, those are rubber. I hear ya. But they also should give us some plastic. And they did. So we can grab this and let's go break down the other 2. Because I think there was 2 tires that we threw down here, if I'm not wrong. There's one more here. And I think the other one is over there somewhere. We'll find it. Bad throw. There we go. Let's go find our other tire. I thought we threw 3. Maybe I am mistaken. And we only had 2 tires. Oh, there's another one right there. We can use this one. Kind of hard to walk when you're holding this kind of stuff sometimes. Kind of gets in the way. You just don't realize it. So, 2 of those tires gave us plastic, and the other one did not. So we have all these materials here, and I don't know if we have enough iron to craft. I don't think we're going to, because we need 2 alloy frames. We have enough to craft 1, and we need 1 display screen. So we have the display screen. Let's go ahead and get that going. And then I guess we do have enough to craft a... oh, we need 2 alloy frames. So we can only craft 1 right now. So we're going to need some more plastic. So we'll leave those there. And we'll go find some more plastic that we can use to throw into the refiner. Get some more materials. There was some metal over here. Let's see if we can get plastic out of these. Ask and they shall receive. It's only 1 though. I don't think we have enough. Let's see what these will give us. I don't know what's in these. I'm assuming metal. But we can test it because we have an abundance of these laying around the ship. So let's give these a shot and see what we come up with. Okay, so we have the plastic. That's good. Now we just need the... We can go ahead and craft this. Perfect. Look at that. Now I think we're going to put this... this is our crafting station. So we're going to put this right down here. So we can keep all the mats in it. I think that's kind of what we are the, I think that's the idea. So let's get 1 more alloy frame going here. Dang. This should craft right here. Perfect. Awesome. So there's a container. So now we can put all of these in here. 50 kilograms. Okay, so we can go and start storing all of this in here. Is there a quick move? I don't think there's a quick move here, so we're just gonna have to drag everything. Perfect. But now at least we'll have a place to put all materials. So when they come out of here, we can just go store them in here. And we can go and look through this and see what we have to craft and what we don't. And what we need. I think that's going to help a ton. So that's good. And then we can we'll take these 2. I don't know what to do with this. Quite honestly. I might put this up on my captain's desk. I think that's cool. These are also kind of pointless. We'll make a little trinkets desk here. This will be all of our trinket stuff. I don't know if we need crayons for anything. To be honest, I found them on the first island. This is like a cool little thing. We can go trick out our captain's quarters a little bit with some crayons, and I don't know what this is, so we can just put this up. I'm not sure. Bio-organic, bio-waste. I don't think we need that for anything. Bio-light. And we have dollars. I don't know. We'll leave that there for now. Oh, it shows you how full it is. That's cool. Okay, so that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy stuff. So maybe we leave that out. And we will put this on this. Are these shelves right here? They are. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's put this on the shelf. It's not going to stay up there. Okay, we'll put this back on the table right here. Maybe we'll put it under... Nah, we'll put it on the table. It's fine. Leave that there. Just because these are pretty heavy. Like, that's pretty heavy stuff. And it's kind of like alive. Okay, we're just going to leave that there. I don't really want to mess with that right now. So it's storming again. And... where were we at? We were going to go and break the rest of this stuff down. I actually think right now might be a great time to craft a wind turbine when it's windy like this. So that we can put it on the top and get it going. That's what I was going to do. I have that stuff for the captain's quarters. We can go deck that out a little bit. Make it a little... just customize it. Make it feel like home, you know what I mean? Because this is our home for the next... however long our voyage takes. But as soon as it stops raining... okay. And we're ready to go. So that stuff can wait. We're going to get inside of this building here. And I want to pull all this metal out too, because I don't want to forget about that. But now that the power's on, we have that hooked up. We can get inside here. And try to... it's a lot of slime. This thing is not very effective against the slime. So what we're gonna do is just we'll pull this out, and we'll just hit everything. Because I feel like it's much more effective. We'll definitely take some damage. Work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? There we go. And then we've got all this slimy. It seems as they don't... this doesn't know how to go outside of the door. There we go. There's a lot of this slime around, to be honest. Okay, there's the creepy crawlies. There we go. Why can't we get this guy? I think we're actually about to die, so let's back up for a second. Let's just grab this and hook this up to us. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's put this back. I guess we could use our little our stems. It's gonna take forever. Because at the end of the day, we are a robot, and we do need to be charged up. I think this is just our energy levels. Honestly, I don't think this has any effect on, Let's see if we can break this down here. Go away. There we go. There's the lights. Okay. Awesome. Let's see if we can get rid of this slime over here in the corner. This actually looks... Oh, okay. So that's a different type of slime than what was in here originally. I'm not sure... Okay. I'm not sure what the difference is in those there. This also makes like a noise. Kind of afraid to let this stuff touch me, because I don't want it to, I don't know what it does. I don't know how much damage it does. Can't really, struggling to get to this here. Alright, we're just gonna move this around. Does it just run from me? Okay, yeah, that hurts a little bit more than the pink stuff there. Three. Okay, so I'm assuming... Is it dark already? Or are we just out of power? I don't know if there's enough power coming from just this one solar panel. I think that's the problem. Also, we can't even repair these if we wanted to right now. Because, it's just not pumping. We don't have enough materials. So it's going on and off. Okay. There's nothing really here that we need. There's some stuff there. There's a bunch of little aliens here. Okay, so these things kind of hurt if you're not careful. Alright, so I think we're going to need to go up top there, but I need to go back down and heal before I do anything. Because we are hurt. And I do not want to... Actually, probably need to use this really quick. So we are running out of power. We're also out of, we're out of our, stamina, I think is what that is. I'm not really sure how to read that just yet, but I think that's what that is. So let's charge up here. We're also over encumbered, so we're going to be losing some health anyways, which is not ideal. Okay, so that is, so it took one of those to get through that. I wonder if we could just recycle this now for materials. Like for maybe metal. Is that how that works? Awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. Let's put all of our, like, tools and stuff over here. So we have a small battery, which needs to go back up top. We have the watch, an electric grenade, some cash, some more cash, these crayons, and these are taking up quite a bit of our inventory space here. So let's put these here for crafting. Those are going to be important. I'm sure this ammo is going to be important. We'll drop these as well, and we will also drop a petrol grenade. I didn't know we had that. Okay, that did not go according to plan, so we'll pick these back up, and we will put these back in the container over there as a material, because these are a crafting material at the end of the day. So we can grab that one. There we go. Open this up. Let's put these in here. So those were quite a bit of weight there. Let's go put this stuff up in the crow's nest of the captain's quarters real quick. On our nice table here, we're going to take our watch, and we're going to put it right here. We're going to brag. We're going to show everybody that we have something cool. Put it right. Nah, we'll put it right. Put it right there. There we go. And then we have our crayons. Not really sure what we're doing with the crayons, but we're going to put these up here to show off to everybody that we have crayons. And you don't. I don't know what you use those for just yet. So we'll leave those there. And we have love letters. Again, not really sure what these do. And money. I don't know what you do with the money either. But that's a lot to keep up here, so we're not going to do that. We do have this cool thing too. I forgot about this tree. Small tree. This is pretty cool, so we're going to keep that up here for sure. This is a pretty cool little piece. There we go. So we got a little bit of a homey feel. Let's go back up to the top up there. Need to recharge our pistol first. Let's be smart. Let's be smart. We'll take from the ship because we need to charge this thing. And we're not going anywhere anytime soon, I don't think. So we should be okay. Drop that. There we go. Okay. 100%. Let's get active. We'll get back up top. We'll see what we have to do at the very top up there. It looks like there's something we need to go hit or do. Also have all these tires here. So we'll have to gather all these materials before we get out of here. And use those. Looks like there's some stuff over there. Don't know what that is, though. Recycling. Probably take that. This looks like a fun room. Missing requirements. PECO ID beacon 49 authorization required. Okay, so we're going to have to use... We're going to have to learn how to use that because I still don't know what to do with that in particular. And I don't have a cord. Data cable not found. So we need a data cable. I don't know if that's something that we can craft and learn. But we will figure that out. But I would like to get up to the top here. Let's... remove this obstacle here. Kind of takes a... There we go. A little parkour there. Love it. Oh, it just gets a little harder here. Ah, we're good. I gotta make that jump. There we go. Just like that. Okay. I'm assuming we're going to have to fix this. But we need plastic and we need iron. And... Oh. That is so unfortunate. I think that was the last piece of plastic that we needed too. Man, that's unfortunate. Okay. So we need one more plastic and some more iron. Got it. I'm not really sure how to get back down because we have the ladder here. And I don't know if we can necessarily jump backwards. Oh, okay. Just like that. That easy. What is that big... What is that out there? But I also haven't established if there's really fall damage here. I don't know if I want to try it. We can try it from here. Okay, I don't think there's fall damage, actually. So I think we're good. Nice. Is our plastic down here that we lost? I don't know where that went. To be honest, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think we can grab that. I think that one's gone. Unfortunately. Kind of flew straight up and then we lost it. But I think there was some plastic that we left in the refiner, to be honest, that we can go get. For the time being, I'm just going to keep stacking my cans here. We have a good amount of those. Alright. Now, let's get our plastic. We needed plastic and we needed iron. So we got to take some iron with us. Back up to the top to go repair that. Drag this up. Drag that up. We're almost full. So we're going to need to craft another one of these boxes. Because we are full. So, good news is we need the plastic. We needed the copper. And we need the iron. So that's going to weigh us down a little bit, but I think we're okay. So let's go get that repaired real quick while it's dark. And then after we're done with that up top, then we can move on to gathering some materials and crafting a wind turbine, because we need to do that. We need to get some other sources of energy as well outside of the solar panels. The solar panels are great for when it's sunny, but if it's not sunny, then there's really no use for them. And I'm noticing that the darkness feels long and the sun feels short. So, let's repair this puppy. Okay, we did it. Now what? I see. Okay, so there's our way down without having to do that. But if there's no fall damage, why don't we just jump? It's a much quicker way down. So we can kind of scoot here. Okay, so there is fall damage. Got it. And I have no energy left for... Okay, good to know. So there is fall damage. That's not good. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. A bunch of these little creepy crawly things, but I gotta heal. Bad. Hopefully they can't follow me onto my ship. Because if they can, we might be in some trouble. Where is my healing? It's up top. It is right there. Okay. We could heal. I think this is a safe area. I don't know for sure. But I don't really want to test it, and those things do not look very fun. As they can jump. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to mess with those. I don't really want to do that. So let's focus now. Since we did that, we have some materials left over. Let's see if we can get a wind turbine crafted so we can get some other sources of energy here going. So we need an alloy frame. Okay. Alloy frame, connector ports, and a turbine blade. We're going to put these at the back of the ship here. They need to plug into something. There is outlets right there, so I'm going to put one right... Put it right there. And now we just need to go get... Now we just need to worry about the materials. So let's pull all the materials that we have out. And we're over encumbered on that front. So the only thing we can't make... We can make the alloy frame. We need the turbine blade. So I think we can craft that. I think we can craft that. And then, as per usual, we're going to be short on plastic. So plastic seems to be kind of the one material that we seem to run pretty thin on across the board. I feel like we're always kind of needing plastic. So, I can take this. Gonna need to grab one of these actually so we can connect this to ourselves. Use this little battery really quick. Yeah, it got us enough. And we'll just recycle that. We'll just throw these in the container here. Looks like the sun is coming up as well, which is good for us. Means we can go do that without having to worry about the creepy crawlies. Or maybe not. See how effective this is against these. Because they're on our boat. Pretty effective. Okay. That makes me a little bit more confident when it's dark now. We can get plastic out of this. Let's throw this in here. And we didn't get any plastic. Okay. I think we did get plastic out of these last time, though. Because it looks like the top and the bottom of these are going to be plastic. So let's see what we can get. We just need a little bit more. There we go. There's one. I think we should be good on that front. We need the alloy frame. We need one more piece of plastic. So let's get one more of those containers so that we can get this wind turbine up and running. Just again as another resource to keep the boat charged up. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and crap that. And that should just go ahead and auto build our wind turbine. Unless I am forgetting something. I must be forgetting something. Okay, we just take these over there. We can just build this. No, there we go. Okay. Love it. Okay, so now let's connect this to this. So 0.7 kilowatts of out power there. These have 0 at the moment. Because it's not sunny yet, and I think our boat's kind of in a weird spot where, truthfully, it's not getting as much sun because it's getting blocked by this. So. Now what we can do is go back up and explore this room somehow. If we can get in here, this is somewhere we need to be. The only problem is I don't have a data cable. So can I craft a data cable? And if so, where would that be located? Fuel cable, water cable. That'll probably be pretty important at some point. Gas cable. I don't see a data cable. Okay. So we don't have a gas cable. Or we don't have a data cable, so I can't craft a data cable just yet. We also have 30 of these again. I'll do this offline so that we can upgrade the skills that way, because I don't want to take away from the video for that. But we don't have a data cable, and that could maybe possibly be down here in this area somewhere. Some more grenades. That seems pretty important. Good amount of mats. But we can't get in here either. We need a... Well, to be honest, I'm not sure what we need to get in there. Maybe we just don't have enough power, and that's why. Look at that. See, I knew it was worth going down there to explore. We just can't get in that room. I'm not sure what we need for that. Maybe we need to get all of those up and running. But for the time being, we're going to go put this on the boat so that we can, again, get some more power going to the boat. No, come here. There we go. Okay. Now we can't make... Unless it's something we already learned. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to need to get some materials and go and repair these turbines up here. Because I think this place just needs more power to be able to get this door open. Is what I'm assuming is the thing. I'm not sure entirely, but I think that's what we need. Is there anything on this backside over here that we're missing? Some duct tape and some garbage. Okay. Some more materials. Those are going to be useful. A little bag, metal piece. Okay. Oh, there's the plastic from the top. And here's all this cash. I don't know what we're supposed to do with cash, quite honestly. That's recyclable for some fabric. Here's some more materials right here. And I have no idea where those went. Awesome. Okay. We got to be more careful about that. We just need to take them all, I think. Well, there's one. Alright, let's see if we can repair this. Plastic, iron, glass, silicone, aluminum. Okay, well, I don't even have silicone, and I'm not sure how to get silicone, so... I don't know if this is going to be something that we can accomplish here. Do we have a refiner in here? We do not. Okay. Alright. Because we have 430 watts of power, but for some reason we still can't get down below into that area. We also can't get up into this room here. Tech scraps. Sorry, pal. Because we don't have a Pecco terminal wire, and I'm not really sure how to get one, to be honest. Pecco ID beacon 49 required. We just don't have any data for this. And now it has no power. I wonder if we could go back to our ship and do something with it there. Because we do have this Pecco terminal up here. Okay, let's read this. Well, let's get out of this for real quick, because turn our flashlight off so we can actually read it. Okay. Security. So that's okay. I see what I see. This is like a security thing. Log data. Deceased individual. Breathe gas tank. Departure log. Okay, that doesn't seem important. Space. I'm not sure. Quests. Head to the relay control room. Restore power and reactivate the national relay at Beacon 49. National Beacon 49 sends dark and silent, hindering critical navigation. Restore the power and reactivate the navigational relay. This beacon is essential to reveal the path toward humanity's survival. Now, I don't know where exactly that room lies. We can go and explore this a little bit more, because I'm not sure what room we need to be in. Or maybe we just need more power going to, this would be the relay control room up here. Maybe it just needs some power. So is there a place for us to plug up some power to this thing? Is there any outlets up here? I don't think so. So we're going to have to go from down low. We'll have to drag from there to here. So let's do that. We have nothing going to this area. So we don't need to power... Let's do this. Let's take this. Put this here. Okay, I guess we have to have this one over here. This is going to give us some power. Which then in turn means we're going to have a divider. Which we can craft at our crafting station. So let's go do that real quick. A lot of bits and pieces to this. A lot of puzzle pieces. Trying to figure out how to make this work. But we're going to need... Yeah, we're going to need one of these. So can we just put this down here? Okay. Man, that's really unfortunate. So we can't actually... We cannot actually break this down. That's unfortunate. So we have to place it where we need it, I guess, is kind of what I'm seeing. We also have a dismantle tool. I'm not really sure how to get that. Unless we have one already. I don't see that. Tier requirements 2. Dismantle tool. How can we get our hands on a dismantle tool? Because that seems kind of important. I don't think we actually have that. Do we? We do. Perfect. Okay. So now let's go put this down up here, because we're going to need to split this into 2 different cables. So one's going to have to go there. The other one is going to have to be routed in here. And for some reason we can't pull out our pistol here. What's going on with that? There we go. There we go. Okay. So now that we did that, I think I messed up again where we're going to put this, because this needs to go here, and one of these. Ouch. We have no more cable left. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we messed up again on what we need to do with this. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to need to craft a couple of these things. This is a long... This is a long cable here. So this can connect here. And we'll get power that way. This, however, is a much shorter cable. So I think we can get it up the stairs. The problem is we're gonna need to have another one of these. So we're gonna need to... Okay, got it. My brain's working overtime here. We're figuring this out. So we'll take that, and let's put it now... Let's put it out here. So we're gonna craft one of these here. And we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna put this into there. Now we're going to take this wire, and it's going to go here, and this is going to go there. Now we're going to need to take another wire to about here. And that's going to go away. It's fine. And we're going to need to craft one of these. So we can pull this into there. And we're going to grab another one of these. No more cables left. Is that as far as we can get that? Okay. So we're kind of not able to do that. But we need to get power to this. And I don't know where to pull that from, to be completely honest. Because there's not an outlet up here that we can pull from. I think this is just a short little cable. So we don't really need this cable. We'll see if we can craft another one. That might be the issue. So we'll leave this here for right now. And let's see if we can craft a cable here. Let's add it. We're crafting this. There we go. So that's going there. That's splitting here. Now let's see if we have enough. Very tiny. Okay. Alright, this is good. This is good. We're almost there. We're almost there. Now the problem is we can only craft one more of these. And it needs to be about there. Can we get this to that? There we go. Awesome. But now it's dark and we have nothing coming in. So we need it. We can go ahead and start breaking some of these materials down to get more of these. So that we can continue to craft one more of these. And now it's dark. Okay. And we can't work in the dark. So we're going to go back out here. And we're going to break down some of the stuff that's on this boat. Dark and stormy. Very spooky. Very spooky. I don't know if that's going to give me much, but it's worth a shot. And then we will grab this, and we will take this back down to the refiner. We got some other stuff. Because in order to craft those, we need plastic. And we need iron. Iron's not the hurt. The problem is the plastic. So we got to go find some stuff that we can use plastic-wise. So maybe help us get a little bit more of this. Like this might work. This is plastic, I think. Hopefully it would give us plastic. Let's find out. I actually don't know. But in real life, those are plastic. So let's see what we get. Okay, so that's plastic. That's good. Because we can get enough plastic, we can definitely make this happen. Right now, it's just a it's a struggle. Because plastic is a rare commodity. These things are definitely plastic. I'll put one there. Unless they're metal. They sound metal, but I don't think they are. They look plastic. They're not very shiny. So let's go see what these will give us. There we go. That's what we need right there. So those crates are kind of power plays for the plastic. And we got one more we can throw in there. We can get it down there. There we go. There we go. That. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we got it. We have a pretty good... How far can we stretch this thing? Okay, this is one of the short cables, so we don't need this either. We can bring this back up to the top. Leave this with the battery packs that we can use to recharge ourselves. Because quite honestly, we're not going to need these. Or what we can do, actually... How far can these... Okay, these are small as well. So we don't need these small ones. Small ones can kind of stay here. What about this one? Is this so far? Nope. It's a short one. So I think all these are short cables, so we'll leave those there. Was there anything else in here that we could break down? No, we got everything there. And just some more money. Don't know what we can use the money for. I don't. We're a robot. I don't think it holds any weight for us. It's not a... It's not something that we really need. Just for the sake of the mats, I mean... We absolutely can use that. Whoa! Sneak attack. We'll take care of those in a second. I'm gonna grab this barrel. Get you in there. And those where did there it is. This will be good for materials as well. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna leave all this in here. We're gonna leave that there. That. Oh, we're maxed. Because this is pretty heavy stuff. So honestly, let's get another crate going. I think that's also gonna be something that we can use. But I think these are going to this is going to require some plastic. Like an alloy frame. Yeah, it's going to use plastic. I think we can afford to do that, though, to be honest. An alloy frame and a display screen. Yeah, we can afford it. And we'll get another one going right next to it. Actually, we have all this open space over here, so we can put this. We'll put it right there. There we go. So we'll put all of our little packs over here. Try and make everything look as nice as possible. There we go. And we will continue to load mats into here. All this bio stuff. I'm just going to throw all this out off the boat because quite honestly, I don't think we really need it. I'd like to get to a place where we don't have to use any. We can just get rid of a lot of this stuff. So we'll throw all this out the boat because I think it's just taking up inventory space, quite honestly. So we'll see what we can do here. Let's get rid of this. We just drop it. There we go. Drop. 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 There we go. They'll get all that stuff. I don't know if we're doing anything to those things. Alright, sun's coming back out. We gotta recharge this really quick. And then once we're done here, we can go back up top and at least get that room opened up. I think it just needs power. I'm hoping that's what it is. If it's not, we'll have to tackle it in the next video. I know there was a lot of management stuff that we did here, but this is stuff that we have to do. So let's go up top here. We got the sun is out. That's a short cable. We won't need that. And let's see if we can... so this is also a short cable. So do we need a bigger cable? Is that what it is? And I left all the materials on the boat. See, this is what being unorganized looks like in all of its glory. Unprepared and unorganized. So let me just double check and make sure. Let me see what we need to craft one of these. So we need copper and plastic. And then for these we need iron and plastic, which we have plenty of. So we should be able to craft enough to at least get us up to that point. Then from there I'm hoping that we can get inside that room and do whatever it is we need to do to get our task done. I'm going to craft one more just to be safe. Okay, let's go and let's see if we can get... I'm going to grab the materials and keep them with me just so that we have them. So that we can make our box if we need to. So we have those. Okay, let's get it. Let's go back up here. Let's see if we can get this going. And I think once we get the power hooked up to the door, we should be able to go inside. I'm assuming it's taken us a little while to get up there, but I think this is what it wants me to do. So I'm learning. I don't know if this is what we're supposed to do or not. But we don't have power up here. I'm not really sure why. Is it because this is sucking all of the power that way? Or... what if we just take this? What if we just did this? What if we made this extremely hard on ourselves? And what if we just do this? Authorization is required. So that is not going to work. So it's not what I thought it was. So we can just grab this. And we're out of energy anyway, so we can recharge here. So, I don't know how to get behind this door. Because we don't have... We don't have this cable here. So, I don't know how to get behind this door. So I'm going to need to figure that out. And when I do figure that out, that will be the start of the next video. So this has been a lot of trying to figure out what we're doing here. Again, this is only episode 2. I'm assuming by, you know, in the later episodes, we'll kind of have everything together. We'll know what we're trying to do. But I'm not sure how to get inside of that building. That room specifically. So what we're going to do is we're going to go offline. We're going to call this the end of the second episode, where we finally reach this area. But there's nothing that we can do inside of that room just yet, because I don't know how to get inside. Now, once we do figure out how to get inside, that's where we're going to start the next video. Because I think there's something that we're missing that I don't know, that we're going to need to figure out. So rather than bore you and figure out how we're going to get inside, I'm just going to do it offline. I'm going to do it offline. And then we will come back, fresh start, and go again. So, made it to this point in the video. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Look out for episode 3. If you haven't seen episode 1, definitely go back and watch that. But we're going to continue our voyage. We got our boat. We're moving along. It's a process, but we're making it work. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Looking forward to it. As always, y'all be easy.